Welcome back. I'm going to say this is your midday broadcast of your feel-good show, not just a breakfast show anymore. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got you for the next half hour and I cannot wait. Our attention today is firmly on women who are flourishing despite difficult circumstances, particularly during the current pandemic. It's hit so many so hard, but there is hope. And our first guests are from the ladies from Give Her Hope, a small business that exists in Salt River in Cape Town to train and employ women in creating handmade, all-natural, beautifully smelling, as I'm picking up right now, soaps to generate an income and provide for their families, ticking just about every box. Joining us right now is the marketing director of Give Her Hope, Kate Gunston. Kate,
thanks for having us, Graham.
A pleasure, and thanks for bringing all the smellies, as my mom would say. Absolutely beautiful stuff. I'm looking at the side of the soap here. Sustained dignity.
Yes.
Dignity, giving a woman back her dignity, because we know this country exists because of women. Yeah. And that's where communities are surviving, that's how families are surviving. Take nothing away from the hardworking gents out there, but this is the bottom line for South Africa. Give Her Hope. I love the name, I love everything that you stand for, and I've barely even gotten to know who you guys are. So in a nutshell, who are you as an organization?
So we, as you've already said, we exist to provide just a platform, employment opportunity for women, specifically in Salt River at the moment. It started actually back in 2014 by Jo Loizides, and she has a group of women that meet called Sunshade, and out of there she just identified a need that there was many women that were unemployed, coming from very challenging scenarios, and providing skills that they could use their hands and really create something beautiful and make money to provide for their families was a obvious choice, and grew from there to become Give Her Hope, and employing women today.
When you look at the product, I mean, the finishing is beautiful. It's not just about kind of doing something and putting out there and selling it and making, the packaging is so beautiful. And in order to be able to stand out and make it profitable, you've got to be able to knock it around with the big guns out there. How did you arrive at these products in this kind of finish? Because this looks like you guys have been around for years, and that you've got a massive factory and production line and marketing team. I mean, the finishing is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, we actually started out as Hope Soap, and hotels were actually donating soaps to us so that we could start and make without very little space and equipment. And we realized actually we really would love natural quality products of our own and put our own creative edge in there with scents and play around with creativity around that. So that was the heart behind it, that we could create a beautiful story in someone's life, but as well as an incredible product that our customers can also be part of that story, with their skin enjoying it, as well as playing a meaningful role in these women's lives.
Premium quality. I mean, I smelled the activated charcoal, lavender and vanilla, which is amazing, and it also looks so beautiful.
Yes.
Rosemary and lavender, it is very relaxing to me. Okay, I'm like one of those guys that likes to have a bath and have a bathroom full with these beautiful scents.
The whole experience.
It stimulates, but it looks, I mean, the hipsters in Cape Town must love this. It really, really is cool. I'm sure that the most gratifying, validating part of this are the individual stories, the people that you're helping, the women that are being empowered through this process. How many women have you been able to help through your endeavor?
So 5 so far, 2 of which have gone on to other exciting opportunities, which is also part of, it's not supposed to be a stagnant space, it's supposed to be a skills development and providing a platform for women to feel empowered a bit more holistically, which also speaks to the packaging and the ingredients we use, being part of playing a role in the environment as a holistic sense, which plays part in the women's stories. And so the women employed then have been able to use those skills that they've developed to go on and do other things. Currently we're employing 2 women, and there's a team of volunteers that help support the business to help it grow and flourish, which is ultimately what we'd love to see. We'd love to be employing lots more women as we go.
If the model works, there's no reason why you can't get to that point. When you choose to make something, it's great in notion, in theory, to go, okay, we're going to be healthy and we're going to make this all natural. How difficult is it to arrive at a premium quality product, keeping it green, keeping it natural and sustainable?
quite challenging. You really have to do your research. You really have to do your research. But honestly, you can do what's in your control. I think if everybody's making small, conscientious decisions every day, we can make a really large difference. So looking at each of our suppliers, COVID's presented opportunities with challenges and opportunities.
For sure.
Challenges with our suppliers that just weren't supplying, and then it presented opportunity to reflect and realign with actually our values. So we were able to try and avoid plastic as far as possible. You'll see most of our stuff is glass. Pumps are really challenging to get not plastic. But otherwise we use cardboard and natural oils. You won't find animal products in there. We just look into each of the different sectors of our supplies as well as raw materials, just to make sure that as far as we know and far as possible, it's aligning with our values.
What you can't replace, you recycle. It's as simple as that, man.
Exactly.
You can do it. There seems to be an element of creativity. Where does that come from? How have you been able to, do you think, brand in the way that you have and create this unbelievably cool look and feel?
Well, honestly, Sharon, who you'll meet just now, she's the creative entrepreneur of Give Her Hope, and she has such a bright creative flair, and being able to research and come up with ingredients and recipes, and seeing how the metamorphosis of the ingredients, how as individual the oils they stand and the scents that they stand and how they come together to this final product really is so satisfying, and she'll share more about that later. So I think combined with the quality of life that we're trying to see in the women's lives, and communicating that through packaging, we just see that all coming together nicely, and our customers see that and they recognize that and buy into that.
And they get to do something amazing with every little purchase.
Exactly.
I love that you guys are on an incredible trajectory. I've no doubt you're doing something remarkable, and the products speak and smell for themselves. Kate, thank you so much. We'll get into how people can support you and where we can buy these amazing products, but you want to stay with us. We're going to be talking to the makers of these artisan soaps, then we're going to get into the kitchen as well to get into another inspirational story. I know this COVID-19 year has taken so much from us, but it's also starting to give us new hope and new opportunities that we never could have dreamt of. So stick around to be inspired.